Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Frildren and I am back in Star Trek Online for yet another event. And this event is one of my favorite events. It happens every year. It's the summer event and there is a lot to do in this event. And I'm going to go over today the basics of what to do to get the reward. And I will do a couple more videos later on showing the other stuff that you can do during this event that are pretty cool. So, to get into this, just come here to Ryza. When you first get in the game, you get an option. You can just transport here, and if you open up your event tab, you got seasonal summer event.
Dance party starts in half
Oh,
a minute. Get out on the dance floor.
okay. Dancing's gonna happen soon. I'm not doing that just yet, but that is one of the options you can do during this event to gain the daily. As you can see right here, you got dance party, flying high, making waves, Horgun hunt, Ryza biathlon, and then sun, sand, and scavenging. Um, I usually do, I think the flying high. That's usually the easiest one to do, and you can do that anytime. Most of these other ones, you gotta wait around until those particular events start. Um, but yeah, let's go over what you have to do, how long this is, and what you'll get. So, first, today is July 1st, and this event goes along the whole month. So you got till July 30th. See it right up here. And you only have to complete 20 times to get this reward. So that leaves you with 10 days of free time that you don't have to, if you don't want to, use some leeway. But it's pretty nice that you got 30 days to complete this. And yeah, the reward this time, it's always a ship. And this one looks pretty interesting to me. I've never thought that they would put a ship like this in the game. So let's go over it. And yeah, okay, so this is the Federation Intel Holoship, Tier 6. Okay, so this is a special ship, which I guess could become holographic or like change its appearance. Um, Now let's see. Let's go over some of the details here. There's quite a bit to go over. I think it'll be best if I go down here first and get the main information out. All right. So this ship obviously is the Tier 6, and you can any faction can use it, even though it's a Federation Intel ship. Anybody can use it, and all it requires is you to be complete the tutorial, which most ships are like that for events. As long as you complete the tutorial, you're good to go. It's got a hull modifier of 1.25, shield modifier 1.15, 4 forward weapons, 4 aft. It's got 3 device slots. It's got 1 Commander Universal Intelligence Bridge Officer slot, 1 Commander Universal Miracle Worker slot, 1 Commander Universal, and 1 Universal. So there's quite a bit of Universal, which is pretty good. And now it says Intel up here, which is kind of weird because technically it's a Miracle Worker ship. Because if you look at the consoles here, you got kind of your standard kind of loadout. These could be kind of anything really. But it's got 4 tactical, 4 engineering, 3 science. And then it's got 1 universal. And that's typically on a Miracle Worker ship. Now, this has Miracle Worker seating, but it's labeled as an Intel ship. And it has intelligence seating on it. So, I'm not sure if that's somebody accidentally added the universal slot to it because they saw the Miracle Worker slot or what. I don't really know. But, hey, that works for me because I love Miracle Worker ships. It gives you an extra console slot that you can put anything in it. And it really helps out with making builds. So you don't have to pick and choose too much. and leave out a console that you really want, but you just don't have room for it. Okay, so base turn rate 11, impulse modifier 0.2, inertia 75. All right, not bad. Plus 5 weapon power, plus 5 engine power, plus 10 auxiliary. All right, pretty good. Console universal hollow words, hollow matrix distortion. We'll go over that in a bit. Activates hollow matrix. Okay. Gathers intel ship mechanics, subsystem targeting. All right. Holographic configuration, tactical, engineering, and science. So you get different types of basically performances based on what you're doing. Starship Mastery package is a cruiser. Ablative hull plating, so you get kinetic and physical resistances. Rapid repair, hull regeneration, enhanced plating, energy resistance, radiation damage resistances. Armored hull, so you get max hull capacity. And then you got Ouroboros drive for the Starship trait. So let's go ahead and scroll up here, and I will talk about the different, the holographic configuration and the Starship trait. All right, so right here we've got holographic configuration tactical. While this configuration is active, the Starship's system will dynamically reconfigure to fill more of an offensive role. This provides a boost to flight speed and turn rate, while reducing maximum hull capacity and maximum shield capacity. The ship's subsystem powers bonus becomes plus 15 weapon power, plus 15 engine power. Okay, so you get a little bit more powers to these specific systems. Then you lose the plus 10 to the auxiliary power, it looks like. Next, we have holographic configuration for engineering. While this configuration is active, the Starship system will dynamically reconfigure, be more of a defensive role. This passive boosts to provides a boost to maximum hull capacity, maximum shield capacity, while reducing flight speed and turn rate. This ship's subsystem power bonus becomes plus 10 weapon, plus 10 shield power, plus 10 auxiliary. All right, so this is more, offensive, do more damage, defensive, tanky. All right, and then finally we have the holographic configuration science. While this configuration is active, the Starship system will dynamically reconfigure to fulfill more of a support role. This provides a boost to maximum shield capacity, flight speed, turn rate, while reducing maximum hull capacity. The ship's subsystem power bonus becomes a plus 15 shield power, plus 15 auxiliary power. All right, so this is kind of more of a, it definitely help get you around the field a bit more. They're thinking like, oh, you're gonna play more of a healer, support role. But honestly, this is actually also decent for if you're playing, doing heavy damage with some of the science abilities too. So especially with that auxiliary power. Yeah, it's not too bad. It actually looks pretty good. So now let's go on to the Starship trait next. All right, so upon reaching level 5 in this ship's Starship Mastery, you unlock the Ouroboros Drive Starship trait. While this trait is slotted, and when activating a tactical or intelligence bridge officer ability, it will reduce the recharge time of all cooldowns on engineering and miracle worker bridge officer abilities, and vice versa. All right, so if you do miracle worker and engineering, it'll cool down or have a better cooldown for tactical and intelligence. So that's pretty good. Those kind of go hand in hand pretty well. I would like to see science one, but this is fine, I guess. Yeah, it's not too bad. Does does sound like a pretty good ship. I'll definitely be wanting to fly this. Yeah. Let's go ahead and actually get a look at the ship, though, too. I mean, you can see a little picture there, but if you look over here, you can actually see the ship itself. There's always over here. Now, normally in the past, it would have been like floating up the sky a bit, but they put it down here so you can actually see it better. I believe it was like a long time ago that it was floating up the sky. I can't remember. But yeah, doesn't look very big from here if you look at it. I mean, it's not a very big ship, but it's kind of meant to be that way because it's supposed to like disguise itself to look at other ships. So it'll probably look bigger when it's in not tactical, but like engineering mode, I guess. So, anyways, yeah, enough of that. Let's go ahead and let's do the primary way to get this done, to get your progress towards it, and that's to talk over here to talk to her.
Get out there and fly. Time's wasting.
All right, so flying high.
You've seen the floaters in the sky? We've set up some holographic challenges to test your agility. Once you're strapped in, take off and keep an eye out for our holographic rings. Fly through the various ring courses and you'll earn the approval of onlookers and hopefully impress the judges. You'll earn a higher score by completing various sets of rings. So if you see a group of rings around a landmark or over a building, try to get through all of them.
All right. So we get daily event progress. You also get a little bit of balloon nuts. How do you pronounce that? I can never pronounce that right. Favor. That's kind of the currency for the store here. Get a lot of cool stuff from that. So let's hit accept.
Get out there and fly. Time's wasting.
All right. So now I can't quite do it just yet because I need to get myself a jetpack. You can see people are flying around on jetpacks, and you can get a cheap one here, as well as the more expensive ones. I'm just going to go ahead and get the cheap one for now, and later on, probably in my next video, I'll be doing a video on how to get more of these, more of the favor, so you can get all the good stuff. There's a lot of new stuff to go over too. So, but first, I just want to do this one. Go ahead and equip it. This goes into a slot. Let's move over here on number 9. All right, so to activate it, gotta wait for it to cool down. Hit that. There we go. And I believe it's going on right now. So let's fly up. And as you see over here, you get these big green lines. You gotta do some of these in order to complete. So let's go ahead and do the first one here, which looks pretty easy. And we're gonna be pretty slow because this is a very slow jetpack here. So, but you just gotta fly through these arrows and get to the very end of it. If you miss one, you can fly back and grab it. Don't have to worry about it. And here comes the end. There it is.
That'll give the dancers a show.
Now that's just one. You have to do 3 of these in order to complete this. So there's another one right over there, so I'm gonna go do that one. If you double tap a direction, you do a little bit of a boost. So having this cheap one kind of helps having that boost. The other ones, you don't really need the boost that much. Maybe if you're trying to stop and get, not float away. But the other ones are fast enough, you don't really need the boost. So let's get this one done and move on to the next one. All right, coming up onto the end.
We've
There we
circled
go.
the peak. That should give you a great view of most of this island.
All right, let's go ahead and do this one down here. Now, there's other ones you can do. You don't have to do the exact one as I'm doing. Just do whichever ones you feel comfortable with or think are faster, I guess. Which doesn't really matter. It's fine either way. As long as you do 3 of them, you're good to go. All right, so this one looks like it's pretty straightforward also. Not too many turns, which is nice. And coming up on the end. There we go.
That secluded
Done.
beach is a favorite spot for hikers who want to get away from the populated areas.
All right, now we gotta go back, and I used to use the site transport. All right, come back over here. Talk to her again,
I hope you had a fun flight.
and easy as that.
Get out there and fly. Time's
Perfectly simple, easy to do. Just takes less than a couple minutes to do. And as you can see, I've got 1 of 20 complete. Pretty good. Yeah, that's basically it for the video. Like I said, I'm gonna do some more videos coming up. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do like one big video or maybe like break it down to a couple videos. So I do want to go over the other options here on what you can do and some of the other stuff that you can do during this event. And I want to go over the items that you can buy, like the upgraded versions of like the jetpack. There's also hoverboards. There's clothing. There are items you can use in combat. There are pets, all that good stuff. So stay tuned for that. And I will see you next time. Bye.